Hello, my friend. It's great to see you here. How are you? Today, I have something really exciting for you. I'm going to share some amazing ways to practice speaking English all by yourself at home. Sounds interesting, right? Well, let's get started. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Alex, and I run this channel, English Tales. Many of you have asked how to practice speaking English when you don't have a native speaker to talk to. Maybe you live in a place where there aren't many English speakers, or perhaps you feel nervous talking to strangers online. I completely understand. It can feel overwhelming, especially if you're shy, just like I used to be. But don't worry. Today, I'm going to give you practical, fun, and easy methods to practice speaking English at home, even if you're alone. These simple techniques will help you gain confidence, improve your pronunciation, and get comfortable speaking in English naturally. Before we dive into these methods, let me address something important. Yes, watching English movies, listening to podcasts, and reading books are great ways to improve your understanding. But at some point, you need to start speaking. And that's exactly what we'll focus on today. The first technique I want to share is mirror speaking. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to improve your English fluency. The idea is very straightforward. Just stand in front of a mirror and start speaking. You can do this in the morning while getting ready or at night before bed. It's a great habit to build because it connects learning with something you already do daily. When I was learning Chinese, I used this exact method. Every morning, I would stand in front of the mirror and say a few sentences about my plans for the day. Today, I will go to the park. I need to buy some vegetables. I might watch a movie later. At night, I would reflect on my day. I went shopping. I met my friend at the cafe. I had a great day. This technique helps in two ways. It improves fluency and strengthens your grammar because you naturally start practicing different tenses. It's almost like keeping a spoken diary, but with an added bonus. Talking in front of a mirror also boosts your confidence. Many people feel nervous when speaking to others, but by practicing with your reflection, you slowly get used to seeing a face while talking. It helps with body language, pronunciation, and even reducing hesitation. So, if you're looking for a simple but effective way to start speaking English at home, mirror speaking is your first step. And guess what? I have even more amazing techniques to share with you, so keep watching and let's improve your English together. A powerful speaking practice. Now that you know about mirror speaking, let's take your practice to the next level. One of the best ways to sound more natural and fluent in English is by using collocated words that naturally go together. Learning collocations will help you speak like a native, and today I'll show you how to practice them effectively. So, here's what I suggest. Pick a topic. It can be anything that interests you. For example, in one of our recent live lessons, we talked about science. Now let's find some useful collocations related to that topic. You can use your course book, browse the internet, or even check out other lessons on my channel, English Tales. I have tons of free video lessons that cover topics like how to learn English and my journey to speaking English fluently. You can listen to these lessons, take notes, and download videos to learn useful phrases and expressions. Once you've gathered 6 to 7 collocations or idioms, it's time to practice. Let's say we have expressions like, it's not rocket science, to be on the same wavelength, an exact science. Now stand in front of a mirror and create sentences using these phrases. Parenting is not an exact science. Cooking is not rocket science. It's actually quite easy. Scientists and chefs are on the same wavelength because they both experiment with new ideas. After practicing individual sentences, take it one step further. Try giving a 1-minute talk on a related topic. For example, if the topic is science, you can say, "One area of science that interests me is cooking. I know it's not an exact science, but I believe food preparation involves chemistry. For example, when we mix sugar and vinegar, it changes the acidity level, and heat changes the texture of food." Chefs and scientists are on the same wavelength because they experiment with ingredients to create something new. Cooking may not be rocket science, but I find it fascinating. By doing this, you activate the phrases you've learned, making them a natural part of your speech. Preparation, practice, and presentation. This method is tried and tested. And the best part? Speaking in front of the mirror helps you see your mouth movements, body language, and confidence level. But we're not done yet. Up next, I'll show you another amazing technique that will make your English speaking even better. Practicing with short audios. So stay with me and let's keep improving together. Improve your speaking and listening. Now that you've practiced speaking in front of a mirror, let's move on to another powerful technique, practicing with short audios. This method will help you listen actively, improve pronunciation, and enhance fluency. Here's what you need to do. Find a short audio clip. It can be from my channel, English Tales, a podcast, or even a recorded conversation. As you listen, focus on the stressed words. For example, in the sentence, "Nice to see you again." The stressed words are nice, see, and again. Now let's take another example. Do you like to chat about sports? The stressed words are chat, interest, and sports. By picking out these stressed words, you will start to notice the natural rhythm of spoken English. This is an essential step toward speaking fluently and clearly. But that's not all. You can also identify useful phrases or word chunks that native speakers often use. For example, a little bit north of down south. I think you lived in Japan for a few years. Repeat these phrases out loud and practice using them in your own sentences. This will help you sound more natural and confident when speaking English. Summarizing the audio in your own words. Once you've finished listening, try this. Retell the lesson or conversation in your own words, without reading or listening again. This will push you to use the new words and expressions you just heard. How to do it. Checkmark. Listen to the short audio clip. Write down the key points or stressed words. Turn off the audio and try to summarize it in your own words. Record yourself speaking. There are many free voice recording apps you can use like Vocaroo or your phone's built-in recorder. After recording, listen to your own voice and compare it with the original. Did you miss any words? Did you change any collocations? This process of self-correction is a game changer. Using audio messages for practice. Another fun way to practice speaking is by sending audio messages instead of text messages. When chatting with friends, family, or language partners, try recording and sending voice messages in English instead of typing. Why is this helpful? You get time to think before speaking. You can delete and re-record if you make a mistake. It feels more natural than writing, yet less stressful than live conversations. Even if you don't have an English-speaking friend, you can record messages for yourself. Pretend you are talking to someone and send yourself a message. This will make speaking feel natural and effortless over time. Imitate your favorite English-speaking actors. Now that you've learned to listen actively and speak using short audios, let's move to a fun technique that will help you master fluency and confidence, imitating your favorite actors. Let's dive into it in the next section. The secret to speaking like a native. Now that you've learned to practice with short audios, let's take it a step further with an advanced technique, shadowing. This method will train your ears, improve pronunciation, and help you speak more naturally. So, what is shadowing? Imagine walking on a sunny day. Wherever you go, your shadow follows closely behind you. In the same way, when you practice shadowing in English, you follow the speaker's voice as closely as possible, repeating their words just a fraction of a second behind them. How to practice. Shadowing. Find a short audio clip. It can be from my channel, English Tales, a podcast, or a movie scene. Listen to the full clip first to understand the context. Play the audio again and repeat immediately after the speaker. Try to match their tone, speed, and rhythm. Stay as close as possible to the original voice. Do not wait for the full sentence to finish. For example, if you hear, "How to talk about movies and music," you should instantly repeat, "How to talk about movies and music." This technique forces you to listen carefully, pick up on word stress, and match the speaker's intonation. It might feel difficult at first, but the more you practice, the faster your brain will process English naturally. Why is shadowing so powerful? Improves pronunciation. You mimic the exact sounds of native speakers. Enhances listening skills. Your brain starts recognizing patterns faster. Builds fluency. You train yourself to think in English without hesitation. Develops a natural rhythm. You sound more like a native speaker. You might even pick up an accent naturally. If you shadow a British speaker, your accent will sound more British. If you follow an American speaker, you'll start to sound more American. Responding to questions in real time. Now that you've practiced shadowing, let's move on to another key skill, responding quickly to questions in English. This is especially useful for exams, interviews, or real conversations, where you don't always know what questions will come next. Let's explore how to think fast and respond confidently in the next section. Speak English, anytime, anywhere. Now that you've practiced shadowing and responding, let's talk about one of the best ways to improve your speaking skills. Daily practice in real-life situations. If you have a speaking partner, challenge each other. Each session, bring 5 random questions and surprise each other. This method trains you to think quickly, respond naturally, and handle unexpected topics, just like in real conversations. At first, it might feel like a shock, but just like exercising at the gym, the more you practice, the stronger you get. But what if you don't have a speaking partner? No problem. You can still practice on your own. One great way is to use my YouTube channel, English Tales. Head to the playlist section and find the interactive speaking practice videos. These videos will ask you random questions, just like a real conversation. Try answering them naturally and train your brain to think in English. The best part? You never know what the next question will be, so it's the perfect way to practice quick thinking. Think in English every day. Even when you're alone, you can still speak English out loud. Try this. Check mark. Start with simple words. Look around and name things. Make short phrases. A woman riding a bike. A child playing with a ball. Build full sentences. There is a man walking in the park. He looks happy. At first, it might feel strange, but talking to yourself is a powerful method. And guess what? In today's world, People are always talking on the phone, so no one will even notice. If you feel shy, pretend you're a secret agent on a mission. Yes, there's a man walking near the cafe. A woman is using her phone. Call in the backup. Make it fun, make it exciting. Every day is a chance to improve. Learning English is not about being perfect. It's about getting better every day. Even if you make mistakes, keep going. The more you practice, the more natural your English will sound. Confidence comes with practice. Believe in yourself and never give up. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. I'm here to help you learn English through stories, conversations, and fun exercises. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to English Tales now and start practicing today. Let's grow together and make English learning fun and easy.